Hello, everyone. Welcome to EETF number 102 or 103. We'll see. So, 102. Okay. Off the tracks already. Tonight we are going for something different tonight. It might be a bit of a more, not going to say high concept, but maybe a more, what's the word I'm looking for? We are going to try and work into more theoretical.
Bonus points for Patrick for making a valiant lunge toward theoretical and landing flat on his face instead. Good work. Keep it up.
Concepts, if you like, maybe a bit of psychology, maybe a bit of group psychology, maybe a bit of a social mechanism or something. So tonight we are going to try, if I can string a few sentences together, we are going to try and talk about the psychology of sports fandom. So what it means to be a sports fan, basically. As I was, brainstorming, I realized that there were a ton of levels or, aspects to explore on this. So we are going to give it a shot tonight. So tonight with me, I have Nick Bamback. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Patrick, for having me back on.
No problem. We also have Mike Drew. Hello.
Hello. Thank you again for having me. The listeners are going to be tired of hearing my voice.
Welcome back. We also have, back for the first time in a while, Kyle Hildreth. How are you, sir?
Good. Thanks for having me for a Thinker episode.
Yes. So no pressure, right?
I won't be talking a lot.
Okay. All right. So, sports fandom. Let me open with a quote from Bill Shankly. Mike, you know who this is, former Liverpool manager from the 60s, I think.
Sounds right.
Yes. And I quote, "Some people believe football is soccer. Some believe," for fuck's sake, some people believe, this is a rough one tonight, apologies. "Some people believe football is a matter of life and death. I am very disappointed with that attitude. I can assure you it is much, much more important than that."
What a wanker.
As a sometimes insane sports fan, I can relate. And isn't there another quote that says something like football/soccer is the most important of the least important things in life?
Yeah, there's something like that.
Sure, somewhere.
I forgot who said that, but it gives you an idea of the topic we are trying to navigate tonight. And this is not only going to be about soccer/football, so don't worry, people.
This isn't DMTF, right?
No, it's not. I'm recording that tomorrow morning. So yes.
Are you doing the exact same episode with them?
No, but I could.
That'd be
I might actually, because actually one of the main talking points, number one, in fact, is the European model. I mean, Mike, like in Europe, football clubs are at much more of a grassroots type connection, like community-based connection. Whereas in America, it's more of a franchise model. Like, teams move cities and it's like, fuck you, we're moving and that's it.
I don't even think it's that. For soccer in America?
No.
I mean, in soccer, you would never see that.
In Europe, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
But in America, I don't think it's even that. I mean, it's not like football where you're moving like to St. Louis, to LA, to all that crap. I don't know enough about soccer in America. I don't know about soccer anywhere, but I don't think they have that same kind of reputation
or impact.
Yeah, that too.
It's not the same model. Yeah, no. Completely different. Yeah. Like, here you're gonna play high school soccer somewhere, and then college soccer in another part of the country, and then maybe MLS pro elsewhere again.
And not that it can't happen, but I've literally coached kids who are 11 years old and had scouts from the UK watching them. And I know it happens even younger than that, but they could literally upheave their life to go over there and train. So
wow. And Mike, I don't think I've heard of like what can happen sometimes in Europe is a club going bankrupt and then like reappearing under sometimes the same name, but a completely different administration. But like clubs moving cities?
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting. Not like, like the Raiders being in Oakland and Vegas and wherever else, LA, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know of that either.
Because that's what I meant earlier. It is so closely knit to each community that it wouldn't make, it would be insane to move Crystal Palace to another city, for example,
Any of them, pretty much.
Because it's maybe, and I'm obviously I'm thinking of the UK in particular, but it's a much smaller geographic location, right? So it's much easier for those. Yeah, it's much easier for those people to, and public transit's obviously very different as we're learning during this World Cup, that you can easily get to home games and maybe not as easily, but pretty easily get to away games as well, right?
That's true.
Like if you're a Patriots fan and you want to see them play, the Chargers, you're getting on a plane and flying 5 hours. Not that you couldn't do that in Europe, but you're not going to do that if you stay within the EPL, for example, right? Like the worst would be, yes, you could have an hour flight, but you're not having, it would probably still be a 6-hour drive. And, they would have coaches that all go and et cetera. So,
yeah, that's true. Same with, all domestic leagues. The only situation you could see that in would be like a Champions League.
Right.
Like, for example, like Manchester against Galatasaray in Turkey, All right. So there is that. And only that American model versus European model, that could be an episode in itself because it's a completely different system. Relegation promotion, that doesn't really exist in North America.
As far as soccer?
Yes.
Or any sport.
Or any other major sports.
It's hard to use soccer to compare to any other kind of football because it just doesn't, like Nick said, it doesn't have the impact. It doesn't have the pedigree almost or the history.
Yeah, but like you wouldn't see a AAA team in Major League Baseball moving to the majors,
Yeah, if the Blue Jays had ended up in the worst, like they were the worst team of the entire season, you're not going to see them go down and the Buffalo Bisons move up, right?
Yes. No, you'll never see that.
Do you think that maybe like, I'm just thinking out loud, maybe like basketball might be a better analogy or?
No, because they don't go up and down.
No.
I think all the major sports in North America.
Yeah.
It's like Patrick says, just a much different system.
Yeah.
Than it is model.
Yeah.
And I think I get the advantages for the owners, but on the other hand, they don't have an incentives to become good. As long as you are in the NFL, your team can suck ass for 20 years in a row.
Jacksonville.
You're gonna make tons of money,
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you can get fired and off your team.
Yeah, but owners aren't.
Oh, owners, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a crap team, but if you're getting paid and you got fans enough for it, yeah.
Unless extreme cases like that Clippers owner, it was because of like sexual misconduct.
He's a psycho. Yeah.
Yes. But okay, so that's one aspect that could be worth digging deeper into. But first, let's go off track a little bit and ask you guys a couple of questions.
Sure.
Actually, I don't even know which are your favorite teams.
Number one would be Yankees for baseball.
Okay.
That's pretty much not the only sport I follow now, but that's the biggest.
Any reason why?
When I was born, my uncle liked the Yankees.
Okay.
And I had a cousin who was 7 years older than I was, and he was a Yankees fan.
Okay.
And they just made me into a Yankees fan.
It's a family thing, pretty much. Okay. All right.
Where did that uncle live?
Connecticut. All my mom's family is from Connecticut. So that's either Red Sox or Yankees. And they were on the Red Sox side, but they were Yankee fans.
So he's a Connecticut Yankee?
Kind of. In court? No. But yeah, so that...
Fist fights during family events or?
Not fist fights, but my wife's family is all Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
My dad is a Giants fan, so he liked the Giants, San Francisco Giants.
Baseball. Okay.
And he was kind of Red Sox because he's from the area too, but again, not more Giants, but they were so far away, it was different. And my brother was a Red Sox fan. My mom was my mom. She just kind of, whoever's playing, she's fine with. And then my wife's family are all Red Sox fans. So, yeah, no fights, just, lots of good ribbing. That's the way it should be. I mean, especially with Red Sox Yankees.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So that's one of the questions pretty much. How old were you when you became a fan? And was it a choice or did it just happen to you? So, Kyle, we know.
0, no. I mean, it could have been as I got older. When I started playing T-ball, we had, we were 5 years old, I think. And the coach asked us all, because we had red hats. He goes, well, we got red hats, so what should we call our team? And I knew I didn't like the Red Sox back then, too. So I said, the Reds?
Thank God it's not 2026.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, gee, any year, really. I said, the Reds? He's like, no.
Fuck.
I see that. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Your power go out?
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah.
We can hear you, yeah.
Nick, sorry, what?
Oh, I was going to make a joke when the revelation that Kyle has red hats. It's like,
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I am on my battery backup right now.
Oh, you're serious?
No, yeah.
Do you have storms going through?
No, not even that. It was nice outside 5 minutes ago. So shit, I don't know what's going on.
It's still working. We're still recording.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be
long.
I have maybe 20 minutes max. So
so we gotta
get to it, Kyle.
Yankees, Bears, Whalers, and Celtics.
Talk about shitty timing, Jesus. Okay. Well, okay. So at least I still have this. Okay, so yeah, I'll shut things down for now.
Yeah,
we might have to
do it again. This is a real 102, 103 episode.
Yes, but if the power comes back in a few minutes, we might be able to, be done by 9:30 still. So
send us a message.
Sorry about that. I'm
no, it's cool.
As confused as you guys are.
Right?
The gods of sport are as disappointed in Kyle's being a Yankees fan as we are.
I am so disappointed as a New Yorker.
All right. Okay, so that will probably stay in.
Okay. Wait,
live power outage. This is the end of part 1, I guess. So back for more.
Hit it, Alice.
Yes.
Dumb, 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 dumb.
All right. Welcome to part 2, I guess. Jesus. It's a first, after 100 episodes and change, first power outage live, that had to happen at some point, I guess. So I took it as a sign to drop the fancy stuff and stick to the questions. But I do have another quote.
Oh.
So let's start with that.
About power?
About soccer / football again. It is from 2012, from the, Mike, you remember the Aguero goal that won Manchester City the championship?
Oh, yeah.
On that day, May 13, 2012, Danny Baker on Twitter said, and I quote, "Football, fucking football.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine not being into it. Those poor half-alive bastards."
Wait a minute. This seems pointed.
He
doesn't know you. Don't worry.
Okay.
No, but I get it. It's maybe it sounds sad, but I get it. Like we see, especially in Premier League fields or pitches, like the first rows when they score, people absolutely losing their shit, and I never get tired of that side.
I don't think it can just be. I mean, it can be said about football, but I think it can be said about any sport. And yeah, I always think of the Olympics, right? Every 4 years, people who don't care about sports at all get engrossed in the drama, the narratives, what have you, that are there. So yeah, sports is, my dad used to always say, and I'm sure he maybe borrowed it from someone, but sport is drama without a script. And it's truly the only one now, right? Because everything is so, I mean, even it can be formulated and it can be directed, and every Olympics, it's like you learn the backstory of this athlete and stuff, but because they want to sell a narrative and they want obviously viewers to be interested. Mm-hmm. But I think when the actual event itself is happening, the game, the race, the whatever, all that's out the window, right?
Yeah.
So,
and actually, I had, like I told you guys, I went all in on this. I have a chart of attribute versus event, and with green check marks or red X's if it doesn't apply.
Pros and cons list, yeah.
Like, for example, first attribute, outcome genuinely unknown. Sports applies.
Yeah.
Concert doesn't apply.
mm-mm.
Reality TV definitely doesn't apply. It's heavily produced. Theater doesn't apply either. And another thing, result, as you said, result unscripted, unproduced. Sports, that applies. And all the others really doesn't apply quite,
Nowhere the same level. Yeah.
Actual stakes beyond the event, like players, they play for a new contract sometimes, or they play for, a cup or like a title or, career achievements or stuff like that. Emotionally unrepeatable,
Yeah. You won't get that same exact emotion another
exactly.
time. Yeah.
And about something being at stake, you cannot say that if you apply that to a concert, like the extent of what's being at stake is, will they play your favorite song or not?
Mm-hmm.
And that
Depends on who you're seeing, yeah.
doesn't quite apply. And there was another concept, and that's all I'm gonna talk about in fancy stuff. It is, and I had no idea about this actually. It is something called temporary dissolution of social hierarchy. Like, if you exclude like VIP boxes, you can have a surgeon next to a plumber, and they will be both all in on the event if they are at the stadium,
Mm-hmm.
And for that event, the class gap isn't quite as visible anymore, Apparently, it's a proven social concept, apparently. I didn't know about it. I learned about it while brainstorming my boring shite. There was another concept, but I'll save you guys from it. So yeah, we can go back to the question, and I keep hearing a bird in the background.
Probably my house.
A bird?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I keep hearing birds.
It could be my window. Hold on.
Okay. That's
Window
I
shut.
can- okay.
I don't hear it because I've got the headphones on. So
Okay.
sorry.
I have no birds.
Okay. That's all right.
I have an English one back there. Don't cut that out. Cut that out.
I will
Send her that as a voice note. Hey, he said this.
I will begrudgingly edit it out because it was
Oh, that was good.
it was brilliant.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay.
Mike's gonna be
So,
not the birdhouse, the doghouse.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, we ran it by HQ and the joke was authorized. Carry on.
We can go down the list. We are still at the first question, actually. Mike, your favorite team?
Ever?
Well, yeah, all sports considered.
Oh boy. I'll go with the Leafs.
Mm-hmm.
Just probably because I've been a fan of theirs the longest, and I am a fair weather fan at best now. I gave them nearly 50 years of my life, and I just can't suffer the heartache anymore. And they didn't even make the playoffs this year. So when they do,
That's true.
I will start to pay attention again. But I just, at this point in my life, I mean, sports doesn't mean what it meant when I was, 8 or 16 or even, or before kids, right? Like that kind of thing. So, but I'll go with the Leafs.
That's another thing that I'm glad you mentioned that, because again, in my, pages of boring shit,
Page
I
78.
have-
Yeah.
what's that, Kyle?
Page 78. Yeah.
Yes.
Paragraph 4, line 3.
I have the concept that for some people, they become less of a fan as they get older, but other people become more obsessed as they get older.
Yeah.
Same theory is about music, right? Most people, it's scientifically proven that to most people, the best music came out where they were between the ages of like 14 to 18, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And for people who are not music lovers, like that is their, time frame, and they don't tend to like a lot of music that comes later in life. Whereas I think for me, my horizons of music have expanded. Like, and I love more types of music than I did when I was during that age, like those ages.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that has happened with me with sports. I still love sports. I still pay attention when I can, but it's very difficult. I mean, the internet has made it easier. Apps have made it easier. But to follow one team, I don't want to say a religious sense, but like in a dedicated fashion, I find that very hard at this point in my life. So
yeah. Yeah, and like in Europe, you will have, as we mentioned earlier, like coaches or trains. The fan base will book a boss, a coach, and get to like
Plymouth.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, for example. Yeah, so and if they are older and have time for that, well, good on them. Because
absolutely,
not everybody can.
And the money. I mean, financially at this point, it's a huge one, right?
Especially this World Cup.
Oh.
It's shameful.
The Toronto Stadium is down the road from me. Nick and I took the train that I would take down. It would be one more stop to go, and I just can't justify the money to go to a game.
Yeah, I forgot how much it was in Toronto for the game against Bosnia on June 12th, I think.
Right.
I looked it up, but I was like, as you said, I can't justify that. I could spend a weekend in Prague for that money, easily. So.
I think I sent you guys. We have an airline here, Air Transat, who did a brilliant ad campaign because there's more to it. But the first one I saw was it was like an ad, and it had a soccer ball on a pitch and whatever, and it said, "See Portugal play, like $1,000. See Portugal, $799."
Yes.
And I was like, that's it.
That's it, exactly. And I think the prices in Canada are not as bad as in the US.
No.
Even.
Which is insane, because all we've been seeing, even on the news, like the national news, groups of people like in Boston and Dallas. And like, if that's like the smaller groups, if it was bigger, it'd be insane. Much more insane.
Well, I mean, I've obviously, having Scottish blood, I'm kind of following what's happening. And in Massachusetts somewhere, there's something called Scotland House. And I guess all these Scots have rented this huge house and they've just like done it up with Scottish flags and all this. It's odd, like it's great, but
they're marching through the streets with bagpipes.
I love it.
I mean, climbing the trees.
Yeah,
it's a little crazy some parts, but it's cool to see the regular parts too.
The scenes of Toronto, like with the fan fest and stuff, like it's kind of like when the NFL plays in Europe. And you just like, yes, there's fans of those two teams, but the guy who's a fan of the Dolphins or the guy who's a fan of the Jaguars, or whatever, is still going to go because there's a game on their soil.
Yeah.
And so you see Jaguar jerseys and the Jags aren't even playing, or Bucks jerseys and the Bucks aren't even playing. It's brilliant. It's a community, right? And that's actually one really important thing about sports as well, that, music has the same. And again, I was related to music, but music has that too. Like when you're especially when you're seeing a small band or something and you're there with 500 people and you're like, me and 499 other people in this room all have something in common, right?
Yeah, that wasn't my boring shit as well.
See, I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you.
Thank you.
He's like the assistant, the assistant professor.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is a coach
with the tenure track professor.
I only have 3 years till I retire. I'm just saying. But
so, Nick, what about you? What's your team, all sports considered?
So I'm a New Yorker, as the listeners know this, and I grew up there. So by default, I had to be a Yankees or a Mets fan. And I'm sorry, Kyle, but our family likes the Mets because we don't like the Yankees at all.
That's fine.
But the kick in the pants...
Weird, but it's fine.
But the kick in the pants, though, is that my family on both sides, they're both Mets fans. But my dad... Oh, you know this. Mike knows this.
No. It sounded like you said meth. And then
meth.
Sorry, that's why we laughed. It wasn't the meth thing.
Meth?
You don't hear a lot about meth fans.
I promise, listeners, I'm sober.
Are you a Crystal Palace fan as well? Oh, shit.
There you go.
So my family's on both sides. They're both Mets fans.
Really? Wow. Okay.
But my dad, who loves baseball, he is actually a Red Sox fan. And he's from Long Island, which is
funny.
an anomaly.
Yeah.
This is why he loves Kyle so much. We now know.
Maybe.
Yes.
We traded spaces.
Well, no,
Mystery
Kyle's a
solved.
Yankees fan.
Yeah,
so like,
Massachusetts.
But they're like each other's.
The enemy of my enemy.
yeah,
You know?
they're both traders.
Pretty much.
No, it's just like I became a Mets fan subconsciously through like my friends and family. And then my dad, admittedly, was never a big football guy. So the Jets, because we're a bunch of losers. I mean, we always want to root for losers, so why not? But we were also really big hockey fans. So some of my favorite memories as a kid was going to Islander and Rangers games. So we like both teams because, we
Is
like
that
to
even
go.
possible?
Yeah.
To like both
Is that
teams?
a thing?
I mean, in our household it was, but we liked more the Rangers. But like,
But is it a thing where you
Wrong
can like
answer.
both?
I was going to say that. I almost going to say, Nick, I knew I loved you. And then you went Rangers. I went,
Wah, wah.
I like the Rangers too. Don't get me wrong.
so on Long Island, we were very fortunate to have like multiple big arenas near us. So we went to all the games because that's also something that my dad also liked was hockey. So we liked both. I like both teams. I know it's like don't hate me, listeners. And I promise I'm not on meth, for love of Jesus Christ.
But like, Mike, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Nick, 100%. I'm supposed to hate the Ottawa Senators because we have two teams in Ontario and you can't like both. What nonsense. Yes, I am. I will cheer for if the two played, I will cheer for the Leafs. Unless circumstances are they're not going to the playoffs and the Senators are, right? Then it's like,
Right.
if this means something, I'll cheer for the Sens. I've never understood that tribal. That's one thing about sports that kind of drives me nuts is that tribalism aspect.
Yeah.
But because to me, it's just a game and it's, it really is that. It's just a game.
Yes, but
New Yorkers
Yeah.
are bad with that because we have multiple teams, like in almost all the big sports. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like this Battle of New York type of thing. But to me,
it's not.
What-
Is it?
I don't think so. I mean, it's your home state. I don't know. I know it's a big faux pas. So like, and I'm an oxymoron, Patrick, because you guys know me. But like, I don't know. I like what I like. God damn it.
That's fine.
But like, do you remember the first time you went to an Islanders game? Because it must have been in their big years or close to it. They won the cup from 80 to 84, I think.
I mean,
No, he wouldn't even have been born.
I would
Oh,
say
shit, you're right. I was. Yeah,
That's
you're
us.
right.
That's
Fuck.
us.
Yeah, that's us, exactly.
But you would have been a kid when like Gretzky was on the Rangers and stuff.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yes.
nice. Nice save, Mike.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So like the first time I went to like Islanders or Rangers game, they kind of blurred together. Probably like 94, 95. So it was about 5 or 6, give or take.
Okay. Rangers won the cup in 94.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
okay. Not bad.
I'm very jealous, by the way, Nick. Just don't kid you. Like I would have loved to have seen all that stuff. That's amazing.
That's true. What the fuck was I thinking? yeah, the big Islanders years, like from 80 to 84. Jesus Christ. Anyway, okay.
Tickets were cheap, god damn it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well-
they must have been insanely cheap. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Okay. So in that section, origin story section, the third question in that section, do you have a sports inheritance? And did you ever resent it?
Just the years of heartache with the Leafs.
Okay.
And that's from my grandfather, because my grandfather immigrated to Canada in the late 60s, couldn't watch football from home, became a Leafs fan, and I inherited. I loved my grandparents and my grandfather, and I would watch the games with him all the time. So,
They won in 66.
and they moved here in 67.
Oh, that's like me with Arsenal. I missed the Invincibles by 2 years.
No, the Leafs won in 67. That was the last one, but they came after it.
Okay. 67. Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay. Wow.
England was 66. That's a different side of the family. That's a whole different.
That's another episode.
That's another episode.
And that the strange thing in all this, and I might as well answer my own question, is I'm the only one in the family that gives a shit about sports. And I'm not sure. I mean, I have relatives like my aunts from my mom's side. They are crazy about the Canadians, and I probably got it from them because my mom doesn't really care. My brother doesn't give a shit, and my dad never really cared.
Last thing. Yeah.
So,
My grandfather, like I said, when became a Leafs fan, but my uncle, so his son, is actually a Boston fan, Bruins,
Huh.
and doesn't hate the Leafs or anything, but like would love them to do well. But he's a Boston fan, and the reason is because when he was a kid, Bobby Orr played for them, and there's an Oshawa link because Bobby Orr played for the Generals before that. So
yeah, okay, I forgot about that. Okay.
Now, does he hate the Habs?
yes,
There we go. Doesn't hate the Leafs, hates the Habs. That makes sense. Okay.
All right. So what else? What else? What do I have? Well, I cannot help going back a little bit to my bullshit,
Please.
boring stuff. What do you think of I think it was Seinfeld who talked about cheering for laundry.
Yeah, that's a big question, especially with salary caps and free agency and
players moving around.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, so he's not wrong, but there's a lot more that goes into it than just that. If you just stick to that, then you get your answer.
Yeah, nothing means anything then.
Yeah, enjoy that, atheists. Have fun watching sports.
It's like, and that's one of the lines in my boring stuff. The jersey is the vessel. It's almost like a bit of an identity rather than consumer behavior, if you like.
I think so, because if you think of colors, right? If you're talking NFL and you think black and yellow, I automatically think Pittsburgh. True. And then you go to Pittsburgh and you see the terrible towels or what have you, right? Yeah, I get that, but I think it's more communal. I think the actual experience and the actual, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but experience of, I think I said experience twice there, but
that's the word.
Yeah, it is.
That's the word, though.
It's a big word.
That's the one that fits.
Yeah. But so again, you look at the World Cup that's happening as we record this, the people that wear their whatever jerseys of the country that they may not have been born in, but there's a heritage there or what have you. And yeah, it can be a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Right.
And like many things, I guess, in life, it brings out the best or the worst and the worst, sometimes. But we mentioned, laundry. That argument doesn't really hold because if a team changes colors, sometimes that happens, like the Buccaneers, for example. I love their orange, their old orange stuff. I'm probably the only one in the world.
The creamsicle?
Yeah. I thought it was really, really unique. Yeah. And I thought it looked great. But then they turned it like a pewter and bronze-ish. And, it's fine, but it's not like, it lost that little thing,
Could that not be a nostalgia thing?
It mostly is.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because I'll be honest, I think the retro, and I say retro because it's been over 25 years at this point, patch jersey with the Patriot is probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, North American jersey. Like, I love that.
It's cool looking.
Whole color. Yeah, it's very cool. Are the new ones bad? No. But when they pull out the old, like the retro ones, but it's got nothing. It doesn't make me a fan. I just think it's a cool jersey. And again, that's laundry.
But they all have a certain feel to them, depending on what time period they're from. Like the 70s, like you said, the creamsicle, the Pats. They all had that. They all felt like they're from that era. Then you go to the 80s, and the Redskins and the 49ers and other teams, even the Giants, they had their feel. And now, even like 2000s, 90s, they all have, it's. I don't know if you guys have it up in Canada. Restaurants and businesses around here have all been painting their buildings gray. A lot of restaurants, McDonald's of all things. We had a McDonald's in town that was colored like Taco Bell since 1990. And for some reason, they had like blue and yellow. There's a weird color scheme. And they finally painted it like 5 years ago, and it went to this weird gray.
It happened to the one here.
It's a big thing that they've been doing and not just McDonald's, other businesses. They've been doing this.
Cars are the same.
Silver, black, and white, and red.
Have a look at cars. Brand new cars. What are the free colors? You get free colors that are usually like black, silver now, or gray, and white. You might get red.
Yeah.
That's it. True. If you see a blue car, if you see a yellow car, whatever, somebody's paid extra for that.
And it's very interesting. I'm sure it's all because of money, but it affects a whole kind of how you feel about the team, how you feel about the era.
Can I ask Nick, though, something about that?
Yeah.
Because baseball, I will say, to me, is one of the outliers of that. Because their jerseys, they have additional jerseys like those skyline ones and all that stuff. But I would say, like, I think of a Mets jersey, it hasn't really altered the Mets jersey, the Jays jersey, the Yankees jersey, right? Hasn't really changed.
No, because I think it's like a classic look and it's an identifiable look. So if you look at like the Mets, it's it's going to have that orange, navy blue, white,
that royal blue
color scheme to it somehow, and it the second you see it that it's the Mets or the Yankees with like the black and the gray.
But they're also established teams.
Right.
You go to see Arizona, and it's like, what the hell are they doing this week? Or if you go to Tampa Bay, even Tampa Bay has been around for 30 years, but they still have, what's a Tampa Bay uniform look like, if I asked you?
I don't know.
Maybe blue of some sort? Possibly yellow, depending on the year.
Isn't it black?
It could be.
Like the silver line? Yeah, I don't know.
That's probably the Marlins, actually. But
that's probably the Marlins.
Yeah. So that was another thing. At a certain point, a few years ago, every team's third jersey was black almost.
And then there's fourth and fifth and ninth.
Yes.
And it's
I
just
have a theory on that.
Please.
Because if it's like the Mets and it's an orange blue, that doesn't go with a lot of colors. Like so if you wear something plainer, you could almost wear it with anything.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes like when you see like I had a football shirt that I wore and it looked nothing like the team. It was actually the opposite colors, but it's like a color that would go with almost any pair of jeans or shorts or anything like that. And it's not too distinctive because like Mike, there. You are going to know this as a wrestling fan. What they don't even have on the shirts anymore that says like WWE or AEW on the bottom. They want to get rid of that because, they want it to be cooler and to like assimilate more. So I think that kind of goes into that same phenomenon where they have like black or white colors, but maybe that's just me.
No, that's a good word for it, I think.
Well, they used to have the home team, if you're more in basketball, you were white. You wore your white uniforms and the other team wore their whatever color they were. And then when you left and you went and played somewhere else, you'd wear your other color. It's not like white and something else. Say yellow and green. If we played high school basketball, we wear white uniforms at home and then our green and yellow ones on the road.
It used to be that way in the NHL.
It used to be everybody.
Except the NFL. The NFL wasn't like that though, was it?
That's correct.
No,
because I remember the Dolphins wearing green as a kid. I guess they wore white.
I think they did for a while. Yeah. But now you watch teams and they're wearing the same colors. Like, why are they wearing white and red? And the other team's wearing white and red. What plan is that?
That's happened in this World Cup. There were two teams the other day. I can't remember who it was that I could look. And I know that the home team is not the home team. The one team's home color is normally white, and the other team's home color is normally red. But neither one were wearing them. So I'm like, it must be to sell jerseys, right? Like, oh, here's our secondary strip. And I didn't get it. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Many, if not all national teams have a third kit now, which is...
But it wasn't a clash. So why they weren't wearing the kind of the traditional ones? I didn't know.
Money.
Oh, it's all money.
Money. Sure. It's always money.
But it looks stupid half the time, like the dumb Red Sox.
And that wraps up this episode.
That's all money. Yeah, that's the one thing, the one takeaway you have to take from this episode. Okay, let's go back to the question. I have my boring stuff on one side and the questions on the other side.
Let's make this more boring, please.
All right. So, okay, let's move on to personal experiences. What is your favorite personal fandom anecdote? For example, did you go across the country to see a team, or did you, I don't know, did you bet on a result and made a shitload of money?
Wow.
Personal fandom anecdote, like parentheses, travel / all-nighters / fist fights at family events, because Canadians, Nordiques in the 80s, it never happened in my family, but I've heard of fist fights.
The most fiery province, and then you had two teams inside that fiery province.
Yes, and there is also, we talked a little bit about that earlier, like an aspect of tribalism / national identity, because for a long time, both Canadians and Nordiques, They were like keeping each other in check by making sure that they had several French Canadian players on their team because you want to represent the province.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Nordiques moved in 95, then the Canadians turned to shit and they didn't have that incentive anymore.
You take away that. Yeah.
For some of their worst years, I think there was like one token French Canadian guy on the team. And he was like a
Guy?
no.
Just Guy? Yeah.
Out there with a dart, just like retired.
Yeah. 2 minutes a game on the fourth line.
Exactly.
When did the Nordiques start?
They came in from the WHA, World Hockey Association, that merged with the NHL in the late 70s, I think.
Really?
79, 78,
Yes, I
something
think
like that?
so. I think 7 teams from that league merged with
That, I thought
the
they were
NHL.
around that long.
The Rockies,
Rockies, the Winnipeg Jets,
Flames.
Flames, yes, Oilers as well, I think.
Oh, were the Oilers part of that? I don't
I
know. Oh, the
think
Whalers?
Whalers, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe another one. But yeah.
Wow.
So-
I thought they were a lot older than that for some reason.
So that's when Calgary happened then, because they were the Atlanta Flames at that point, right?
Yes.
Mm.
And because I'm not sure when they started, were created in the WHA. I couldn't tell you the
No,
probably
but they came
early
in the
70s.
NHL.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, okay, personal fandom anecdote, we can drop it, or if, we might not have an answer for this one.
For me, I think that when I answered this, I was thinking of the Mets because for most of these, I think it was game 1 of the 2000 World Series because that's one of the first times that I remember like in baseball, and they were in the World Series for the first time in a long time, and they were against Kyle's beloved Yankees. Sorry, Kyle.
That's okay.
And
Subway Series,
The
right?
Subway Series, yeah.
Subway Series.
Nice.
And it was before 9/11, and it was really it was happy time to be a New Yorker because no matter who was going to win,
Yeah.
it was going to be your
won.
team, even if it was the freaking Yankees. And it went on the first game for about 5 hours. So I remember it
Was it
was
that late
way
game?
past my bedtime, and my dad didn't care because he was like, "We're going to watch this to the end."
Wow.
So
Was that the one that went into the next day?
yeah, I think it went past midnight.
Yeah.
I think, or it was close to midnight. And EETF listeners, I apologize, so I got that wrong. But I think it went to 12 innings. That I do know.
Well, 12 is nothing.
That is true.
But that's a great anecdote because especially when you're a kid and you're allowed to stay up
Yeah.
and you're cheering something on, that's amazing. That's just one of the coolest. I think we all kind of probably have something similar.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, it was a big deal when you were allowed to
absolutely.
stay up late. And actually, Nick, you're right. It ran for 4 hours and 51 minutes, only 12 innings somehow.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah, it is.
But it felt like 6 or 7. Like when you're a kid, you're just thinking like this game is never going to end.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Yankees 4, Mets 3. So a walk-off single by Jose Vizcaino with 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th.
This guy,
Jesus.
that's
Wow.
a name for the past. Wow.
Yeah, blast from the past. Okay, so that's one of my favorite questions in this lot, actually. What is your favorite, quote, where were you when X won Y, unquote, moment that applies to one of your favorite teams?
Mm.
I got one.
Please go.
I remember when I talked about this with Karen Landry a while back. 2010 Olympic Games, Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Gold medal game, Canada-US in overtime. Yes. Go back to the episode with Karen Landry. It's a great one. And holy shit, I think I probably dug grooves into my desk. From the stress.
Yeah. I remember where I was. So, yeah, I
there you
agree
go.
wholeheartedly with you.
There you go. And I would have a few examples for that, a few answers for that one. But Nick, do you have something for this one?
I was trying to think about this one, and I think that for me, it's probably, you mentioned it earlier when the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. That was one of my first actual sports memories, and I was about 6 at the time. So that was just one of those things where it's like we were all so excited that they won. Because all the teams I root for, let's just be honest, they're all a bunch of losers for the most part. So when one of them wins,
now maybe, but
it's true.
Not
so
ever.
I'm like always happy when they win. So yeah, I'll go with the Stanley Cup win.
Nice.
So okay, that's a great one. I will go with one. So Nick, I feel you. All the teams I support suck overall.
This is why we're good friends, Mike. We're just 100%. Losers. Don't get it.
Well, listen, you're an honorary Canadian at this point. So so I will say one that I was actually at that meant something, and the result that I was hoping for worked, and nobody's going to know anything about this. But in about 2016, I believe, there was a team started called the Toronto Wolfpack. It was a rugby league team, and they were the first transatlantic professional sports team, because the league is actually based in England. And long story short, it's that relegation promotion model. There's three levels. When a new team comes into the league, they start on the bottom. And within the first 2 years, the first year, the Wolfpack won and moved to the second league. The second year, they lost in the final game. But in that third year, which was 2019, they won what they called the £1 million match. Here in Toronto, and I was at the game, and it was sold out. It was, I think, 11,000 people there.
Nice.
It was on Sky Sports in the UK and all this, and it was amazing. And it was just, we had a great team at that point. And the nice thing was that it was a great stadium, and it was a really good atmosphere. And my son at the time loved going down there as well, so everything was great. And then, so they win this match, and they're now in the top flight. Mm-hmm. And like the EPL and stuff, if you're in the top flight, your team makes a lot more money from television revenue and stuff, and you can buy better players and what have you. And they signed a huge contract with a guy named Sonny Bill Williams, who was a Kiwi, played for the All Blacks in rugby union, but a really well-known rugby player. So they start the season in the UK. They start it because of the weather and stuff. They start it in January or February in England. And they didn't come to Toronto until like April or May when the weather would warm up. So the first, couple months were over there. And obviously this little thing called COVID hit. So obviously everything shut down. But then financially, the Wolfpack just folded. It kind of came back as like something different. It didn't work. It didn't last. It wasn't part of that league. They were trying to start a North American rugby league at that point. Rugby league. And because rugby league and rugby union are different.
Okay.
And yeah, it didn't work, and he went back to New Zealand or what have you with his millions of dollars. But just being at that event was amazing. Like, it was because it was actually a team that I, was supporting, and they actually won, and it was a big deal. And my father-in-law's in the UK watching the game live that we're at, and it was a big deal. But yeah, just, it is what it is.
That's what a kick in the pants.
It was rough.
Jesus.
It was rough. So,
well, Kyle, do you have something for this one?
Let's see. Probably the Bears-Patriots Super Bowl in '86.
Okay.
I think I was 10.
That must have been,
no, it wasn't. It was
must
9.
have been painful.
No, it wasn't. I didn't care about football back then.
Okay.
And as a friend's house, not a friend that I even hung out with a lot. So it was like the first time, second time maybe.
Okay.
And their family didn't watch TV a lot, but they put the Super Bowl on for some reason, and we weren't even watching. We were just kind of like hanging around, running around the house playing. But we watched some of it, and I knew enough that the Bears were playing and they won, and that's when I started liking the Bears.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, I didn't pay attention for 20 years, at least, maybe. Not until probably high school or even college. Then I started getting back into them a little more and kind of, watching, paying attention. And yeah, now I'm stuck with them. For better or worse.
Yeah, they haven't won a lot since.
No, they haven't. But last year was fun.
Yeah. I can get that. Yeah, my second and third answers would be 7-1, Germany-Brazil, 2014, semifinal. And the final, 1-0 against Argentina. I was in Boston. I remember that day, like, from A to Z, it was fucking awesome. Seeing all those fans with their messy shirts, crying in their beers. Was like, fuck you, I won. Okay, I'm joking. I was thinking it though. Okay, next question. Has fandom ever cost you something real? For example, relationship, a lot of money, or, valuable time.
Oh, time.
That'd be the number one, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching a team that sucks.
Yeah.
That you're just like, I'm not, because I don't know, it's been ingrained in, I'm sure, all of us that like, once you're a supportive team, you're not just allowed to change, right? Like,
oh yeah.
And that's kind of a problem. Like being a fair weather fan of a sport would be so great. Oh, they're the top team. I love them now.
Yeah.
Life would be great.
But it wouldn't be because everybody looks at you down on you.
Wow, there's that.
Yeah.
That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to, and it was again in my boring stuff, but it feels, the longer you suffered for that team, the sweeter it feels if they eventually win.
Mm-hmm.
If you eat shit for 25 years cheering for a team and they finally win the big one, you don't even touch the ground while you're walking,
Yeah.
It feels absolutely.
Yeah.
I think, Patrick, I mentioned this to you. So the Maple Leafs have a new manager, and we're in the process of getting a new coach and all this stuff. And he had managed the Phoenix Coyotes.
Yes.
And then he got accused of like using algorithms and AI and stuff. And I'm like, and people are mad about that in Toronto if you listen to like TalkSport Radio and stuff, which I don't tend to. But when that was announced, I wanted to kind of get the vibe of it. And I was like, okay, am I missing something here? I don't care. We haven't won a cup in nearly 60 years. Clearly nothing's working. So AI might be the answer. I'm like, great, let's try it.
I'm on options.
Yeah, I'm out of options here. At least I don't have the time. Like, let's find the way here, people. So
yeah, I get what you mean. Absolutely. And like if you cheer for a team that sucks, like jumping ship would be almost like a betrayal to yourself.
Yeah. Do you want to be the kind of guy that gives up on a team just because they suck?
Yeah.
For this game, this year, this season?
I mean, I think there are a lot of valid reasons to switch teams. Like, for example, if their owner is an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
If they've been sucking for a long time and seem complacent about it. If it's been going on for years and there is absolutely no hope, I wouldn't blame someone for jumping ship after years and years and years of misery,
I'm a Dolphins fan, have been a Dolphins fan since I was 7 or 8, but my home quote unquote team in the NFL are the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
So I easily could have jumped on those. There's been a couple seasons making it to the Super Bowl in the 90s or recently, and
4 in a row.
Right. So
that's insane.
But like those, I could have easily gone, I'm out. Like I'm going here. All the people I work with who are NFL fans are Bills fans, right? Because I think that hometown thing again, like we've talked about, but I just can't do it. I don't know why. And I don't actually hate the Bills. I know like they're the same conference and Squish the Fish and all this stuff. I don't care. Like, I'm just like, I like and the first game I ever went to was the Bills and the Dolphins.
Oh.
And yeah, I was one of the few people not wearing blue and not wearing green and I stood out because I was the one that was like neutral. But, it's just not in my nature not to change, but also not to like hate somebody because of the laundry they have on.
Yeah.
Right?
Was it because of Dan Marino?
Oh, yeah. For me, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
Everybody in the 80s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right. So we can try another question. Most irrational thing you've ever done as a fan?
Irrational thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I got one.
Yeah.
Okay, please.
There is one, but I don't know if it was sports. It's all blurry because I was drinking at the time in Dallas.
I was drinking at the time. Hector, move over.
It needs to be about sports, though.
I think it was sports. I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was a hockey game in Dallas a couple years ago.
1963.
I know I was at the American Airlines Arena. Okay, I should not talk anymore. I'm gonna get arrested.
No, you got to do this. Go, go, go.
So the Dallas Stars game, I think it was 2023. I went to that game and I got a beer and I think I didn't pay. And I just kept walking. I thought the card went through, and then I thought about it, and I had my ID, and I got back to my seat, and I was like, oh, I guess I got a free beer. And I guess they didn't like say anything. So it was kind of a crazy moment. And that was only 1 beer or 2 beers at that event, but it was kind of funny.
You didn't try that again?
Okay.
So I did get free alcohol.
Okay, so Irrational is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. But,
were you like nervous the rest of the night that you were gonna like feel like get a tap on the shoulder? Yeah.
Yes, I'm like, I'm just gonna get like, arrested, or Texas is one of those crazy states. So I was like, maybe this is where I'm gonna die.
Gonna get shot.
Gonna start
well, it's not the first time in Dallas. I'm sorry. Oh, wait.
Shit.
Oh, sorry. Don't take that out. Take that out. Take that out.
I will begrudgingly.
I'm so sorry.
No, it was really funny though.
It was funny.
Okay, you could keep it in, I guess.
Thank
but
you.
maybe not. I don't know.
Thank you.
No, keep it in. It's a Kennedy.
Isn't wearing a
Fair
jersey
point,
to
Kyle.
bring? Oh, sorry, Kyle.
No, it's fine.
Mike, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, like, isn't wearing a jersey to? I think if you think it's gonna bring your team luck,
Yeah.
right? Or like, I'm gonna wear my Leafs jersey because that's gonna make them win, and it's just like, no, it's not. And my son is somebody, and I think this is actually why he doesn't really care for sports, and maybe it's just because of the athletics, he doesn't care, but he's so matter of fact, right? That it's like, oh yeah, it's everybody's wearing Jay stuff because the Jays are doing well, and he's like, that's not going to change the game. Like the game's going to happen whether you wear that or not. Like the result's going to be the same, right?
Well, yeah, but home advantage.
Yeah, I think in the state, in the arena of the event,
Yeah,
that's different.
yeah.
But I mean, just because like my school has the Jays are in the World Series, it's like, wear your Jays gear. We're gonna bring them luck.
No.
Yeah.
That's superstition, and I'm
Absolutely.
not superstitious at all.
But that's irrational, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Kyle might disagree.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Knocking on wood right now, just in case. You never know. I those little things sometimes they are irrational, yes, but if they make you feel a certain way, I guess, then I might do it.
So, do you have like a match day ritual of some sort?
I don't. I'm trying to think.
That was another question, I think.
No, I don't
okay.
do anything. I don't, drink or eat anything special or wear anything special. If the one thing I do, the one thing I will do is if I'm watching the Yankees and they're starting to get clobbered, and this is 10 times worse if they're playing the stupid Red Sox, then I'll change the channel and we won't watch it for a while. If I'm watching with my wife, that's a different story because now her team's winning. So it's just like, okay, we'll just watch it. But if I'm watching by myself or if it's like playoffs, and they're just starting to get pounded on, I'll turn the channel, watch something else. And because one, I don't want to see them lose. And usually it's like the last inning or whatever. But also I've had times where I've done that and then they've come back and they've won. So it's like, yay.
So I'm going to hold this up. There's a great follow on Instagram. It's Very British Problems Official. And he posted something yesterday that said, my special skill is making a footballer score simply by leaving the room.
Exactly. I think he understands.
Nice.
Is it directly related? No. But might be.
I hear you, Kyle. I got you. Kyle, I sent Patrick a text because the Japan game was on in the World Cup the other day. And at the end of the first half, it was 0-0. And I went and made dinner and stuff. And I had it on, but I was not listening. I didn't even notice if cheers happened or whatever. I was too busy. And at the end of the game, it drew 2-2. So there was 4 goals in the second half. I didn't see one of them. And I wasn't paid. Like, you know what I mean? Like first half I watched nothing. I'm like, come on.
Boring stuff. And then you miss 4 goals.
Yep.
Jesus. This is in the dark side section. Have you ever been ashamed to be a fan of your team?
All the time.
I can.
Depends on the team.
I can answer that one. maybe you guys didn't know or didn't really hear about it, but there was a player on Arsenal that was accused of sexual misconduct, sexual assault, pretty much. Thomas Partey, a fitting last name, yes. He left before this season, I think. Before last season, there was some talk of extending his contract at Arsenal. And I was like, if they extend the guy while those accusations were swirling around, because in the UK, you're not allowed to name the person specifically or something like that. But everybody knew it was him.
Yeah.
If they sign him, I'm going to have a really big problem.
It's a big PR problem for everybody all the way around.
Yeah, and they were still, dancing around it somehow. And
Was he that good a player?
When he was healthy, yes. But not enough to
overcome it.
Compromise Then again, if you do compromise your ethics for that player, even if he is extremely good,
that's worse somehow.
Yeah, where do you draw the line?
It's easier if he sucks and you just cut him.
Yeah, exactly. Just go away and
he's our best player, so enjoy.
Yeah. And I refuse to believe that most sports fans never had to negotiate that dilemma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like A-Rod on the Yankees. I don't like A-Rod. Didn't like him once he was on the Yankees. When they got him, it was a bad move. And when he was there, it just got worse and worse. And all the drug stuff, he was kind of a dick. He was also kind of good and, nice to people sometimes too, but
yeah.
So
and that, I think that's a valid question. Where do you draw the line in that sort of situation?
Well, it's easy because if you're not playing with them or getting paid by them,
then it's easy to distance yourself from the team. I've been cheering for them
exactly
thick and thin for 20 years, but in this case,
not that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he hit home runs. You're like, okay, that's good.
I guess I'll take it.
Yeah. It's only so much you can do, I guess.
I don't think I've ever had that for sports. Unless I'm forgetting something. I mean, I've definitely had it for music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the same
Can't say
thing
it for sports.
Yeah.
I think I agree with Mike. I never really had that with sports so much. It's more movie, sports, and like other forms of live entertainment, I guess, for me.
But the same deal, kind of, for just different venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is another aspect to that is, and it's in my boring stuff, sports washing. For example, if you've been a Newcastle fan for generations in your family, and then the club gets bought by the Saudis,
Yeah.
and now you turn into a petro club, and I don't need to talk about their human rights record, in those countries. And then what do you do? It's not your fault.
Does that happen a lot?
A few clubs in England now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in other countries as well.
Yeah.
And you're kind of trapped if you're a fan.
It's weird because it's the owners, right? It's not like it's not the community that built the team. It's just the people paying the team, paying for everything of the team.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And like if those owners, those horrible owners, if they built like community centers around the stadium and they
do good stuff.
Yeah, they do good stuff, but they're gonna throw you in jail if you're gay, if you visit their country.
Yeah.
Is that not the sports washing, the building of those community centers and stuff, right? Like that.
Yes, exactly. So that's another thing. How do you negotiate that?
Probably
become a Sunderland fan. Yeah.
And there's no answer. I don't know.
No, I think it's specific to each person. You got to kind of see what you can deal with. And
well, look, Nick and I are probably kind of going through this right now, right? The WWE, we're both wrestling fans. It's not sports. We get it. But there are Saudi ties now, right? Next year's.
I didn't know that.
Really? Yeah, next year's.
Oh,
the
last 10 years at least.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting millions of dollars every year to hold however many events in Saudi Arabia each year. It becomes like a tourism propaganda piece every time they do have one over there. It's like, come to Riyadh and all these things, right? They actually there's a Canadian wrestler, Sami Zayn, who speaks Arabic and has heritage from, I'm not sure what his heritage is, but he becomes a kind of almost like a like the local hero when he goes over there. Yeah.
He's Syrian.
He's Syrian. Okay. You know, it's very hard to swallow. And I'll be honest, I've definitely moved away quite a bit from there, you know, and there's another product, AEW, which is, you know, many see it as like the alternative to WWE, but it's owned by the Khan family, who also own Fulham and also own the Jaguars.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I'm not saying they're good or bad people. I'm just saying, like, there's other sports tie-ins and stuff, but the Saudi thing with the WWE, I really struggle with.
Me too.
And it's actually turned me off a lot. And next year's WrestleMania, which is obviously the big WWE annual show, is in Saudi Arabia. And I can't see me watching it because, you know, that is sports washing to me 100%. And I just, it leaves a super bad taste in my mouth, and no food is good enough to leave that taste, right?
Yes.
I can't do it.
And to be clear with Mike too, there's been so many stories in the last 10 years. There's at one point, Mike, do you remember like when they were all held up in Saudi Arabia on the plane? Like there was a time when there were a bunch of wrestlers that they couldn't get back home. There was some kind of mishap, and it's like an entire episode, but there were wrestlers stranded for days in Saudi Arabia. That
days?
On purpose.
On purpose. And like they didn't know if they were going to be alive or dead. Doesn't get to the fact that women are like they have poor human rights record, but the women had to be heavily clothed. The openly gay or ones who are supportive of gay rights, they don't usually go, or if they do go, they don't perform. It's
not even adorable Adrian Adonis.
He was straight.
What?
Yes,
he was adorable.
Yes,
he was.
Okay. But
it's a terrible thing because it's over politicizing something that I think it should be wrestling, right? Like wrestling's like a form of live entertainment. And it's just corporate greed that's ruined it.
So TKO is the governing body of WWE. And now these deals were done before TKO took over for WWE.
Yep.
But there are other ties with other political elements. And it's just all becomes too much, right? Like I don't want to deal with that. And I don't have to. And that's the great thing. I don't have to.
It's sports.
So I don't.
Yeah.
It's sports. Or it's entertainment.
Or whatever it is. You can just not follow, not watch, not do anything.
Well, I don't usually watch the Saudi shows because unless it was like the Royal Rumble this year, because I just won the big four, I skip all the other ones because it's hard to support it.
Yeah.
Because essentially it's a house show. It's not even like a real pay-per-view, if you think about it too.
They don't have much effect on stories or characters or what have you normally. So, but Mania will, right?
Sorry, Patrick. I know.
No. That's relevant to the topic. Yeah. Absolutely. That's okay.
It's just a really hard thing as a wrestling fan because I've grown up with it my whole life, and there's so many personal stories and anecdotes and friends, and it's just a really hard thing to kind of wrestle with. And I don't mean it to be a pun, but it's really just not like, it just leaves a really bad taste in your mouth, really, at the end of the day.
I mean, think of it if it was your local team, right? If the Habs got bought out, or the Leafs or the Yankees or whatever team, right? Like, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And at one point, they were the only team in town, WWE, for until really AEW, really, like almost 20 years. So.
Well, the only league, right? Yeah.
That adds, the last World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sports washing going there.
Yep. And there is this year.
Yes.
Right. Anybody who thinks that these hydration breaks aren't just rooms for ads is loony. Right? We all know it is.
God. Yeah. Mike, have you watched WWE? They have like breaks and ads in between the entrances. It takes like an hour to watch a match, it seems.
Well, the mat now is covered in 4 or 5 different ads.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Did they use all the real estate for corporate logos and shit? If you look at it, it's disgusting. It's just like the mat is a sacred thing, I think.
And look,
it's
soccer
gross.
And hockey fans in particular, the boards are constantly changing, right? For the last 30 plus years.
Yeah.
Football, you've got all those different Now it's all the digital boards and they can change it, what have you.
Do you remember when they were spotless?
Mm-hmm.
I do too. Such a nice time.
Or you start to get those ads, remember, that were painted on the field, and they were done in a way that it looked like they were like tilted. So on TV, I always thought that was really cool. I'm like, that's science, but you know,
it is.
Yeah,
it is. But that's the only cool thing about it. But yeah, the pristine boards, hockey boards, that's such a
I know. Sports is awesome in the sense that it's great drama, and it's not something you have to pay attention to once you know the rules of whatever sport you're watching. And it's fun to cheer for something and have some skin in the game. But to me, it's just entertainment at this point in my life, right? Like, I love the World Cup. I would love Canada to do well. I would love a couple other countries to do well. But ultimately, what happens, happens. And I'm just there for the ride and to enjoy myself. So.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same thing because, I mean, you guys know, and I've mentioned it before, Arsenal won the league this season, and the past 3 seasons, they finished in second place. And there were times during this past season, the West Ham match near the end of the season, they got scored on, but they checked the video because there might have been a foul during the build-up. I had to check my watch, and sitting down, watching the screen, sitting down here, not moving, 130 beats per minute. It was like pure, absolute terror. And when they finally won, it was like confirmed. I know it's just sports, the least important thing and all that, but Jesus, it felt like relief.
Yeah.
That's finally over, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we can end on that note. I mean, I've barely scratched the surface on my stuff. We have to go back to this topic.
Sure. We'll get other people in too.
There is so much ground to cover, so many different angles. And yes. And actually, I mentioned outcome genuinely unknown and, real stakes beyond the event, like attributes of different events. Sports checked all the boxes. There is another thing that checked all the boxes, like, unscripted, outcome unknown, something at stakes beyond the event, emotionally unrepeatable. It's war.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. Like, I'm not comparing. No. That's insane. But those specific boxes, they both apply. And I have a really nice quote from George Orwell about this, but I'll save it for next time.
I think you got to end with summertime is a good.
Yes.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Kyle, what were you thinking that I was going? What did you think I was going to say?
I'm not going to say that.
Oh, come on.
Porn?
Come on. Porn? No, it's scripted.
Oh, okay.
To a point.
Okay.
Well.
Okay, Patrick. Sure.
Yeah, I'm
a little superstitious about my porn, so I wear a special set of socks.
That's a totally different episode.
That's
and Nick's parents can't wait for it. They're looking.
That's the touchy-feely episode, the EETF.
Oh, no, don't do that.
You have your outfit. You have your porn outfit.
Yeah. Got my different kits. At least 3, yeah.
First kit, second kit, third kit.
Yeah. Home and away.
Yeah.
Third kit.
The third kit is for breast cancer.
There you
It's
go.
pink. It's very nice.
I thought you said Eartha Kit for a second. I was like, what did Eartha Kit
My
do
Eartha Kit
to you
kit?
guys?
That looks like a Catwoman. It's weird.
Yeah.
But hey.
My mom's going to listen to this and go,
Sorry,
what were you
everybody.
guys doing?
Sorry,
what was happening?
She's going to say they really were on meth. Nick did say meth at the beginning.
I won't be like, I didn't understand that episode. I can hear her now. That would be great.
Better.
Well, sorry for the cursing.
Yeah.
We love your
All
mom.
So, yeah, no, it was fun. It was maximum chaos, power outages.
That is the most accurate.
I forgot all about that.
Dropping the script halfway, not even halfway through. But no, yeah, it was fun.
That's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
We got to do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
We have to.
And Woody, you got to join us because you are like the sporty guy that's not here.
Yeah, to get some other opinions and other teams in, especially.
Is he Sporty Spice in our group?
Other point of view. I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, diehard white.
Oh, you want to hear? Sorry, I got a Spice Girls reference.
No, please.
I got one of my favorite. So one of the teams I follow in football is Derby County. My wife's from Derby. And they have a famous manager, right? Years ago, Brian Clough, the greatest manager never to have, managed England. And he has a great quote about Beckham, probably from the 90s. And it says, Beckham, his wife can't sing and his barber can't cut hair.
But he sure knows how to bend.
He does have a bend. There you go.
No, yeah, that's
tying it back to music too.
That is a great quote. I never heard it before.
That's an amazing quote.
There's so many Brian Clough quotes. If you just Google it, they come up, and there's some of them are just so great.
Yeah,
yeah.
She was quite the character. Yes, absolutely.
I have some stories I can tell you off air that have been told to me. So
okay, all right, good. So until next discussion about I don't know what yet. Where can we reach you guys online, Kyle?
Nowhere. I'm going underground. See you next episode.
All the angry Yankees and Red Sox fans.
I don't need the parents at me.
I honestly thought you were going to say all the meth heads are going to reach out to Kyle for some reason.
I'm taking this month off.
That's going to be me. They're going to come to Rock and Retrospect. And I'm going to be like, the hell did I do now?
Who's your dealer? Okay. All right. So yeah, Kyle, you're taking a break from social.
Just from this month.
Okay.
We're letting that
till the heat dies down.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nick, what about you?
You guys can find me at Rocket Retropod at all the platforms. I'm hoping to get the EETF crew on relatively soon, so check the feeds. And I don't know when this is coming out, but we are doing our 5-year anniversary in a couple weeks. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay, nice. Can you give us the date? So it might be out before that.
Sure. So the 5-year anniversary is going to be on the first episode was July 8th, 2021. So July 8th, 2026 is going to be the 5-year anniversary.
Good job.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, Nick. Mike, what about you?
Picies with Filters, PICIES with Filters at Blue Sky and at Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm looking forward to the next one. It was brilliant. So yes, drop us a line while you're at it. Ask for meth at EETF pod on all platforms. I told you guys, maximum chaos now. Okay. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks.